Because it's so ourselves a racer out here.
Just took a hard hit.
This is dispatch. Visual on the suspect in Palemore. Be advised, more units are on the way.
Son of a... They took us out. These calls are gonna kill someone, dispatch.
Proof escape.
Dispatch, AWD is here.
We're on the team patrol.
This scumbag needs driving lessons.
Dispatch, we have tracked line of sight to the suspect.
We're hit! Repeat! This creep just hit us! I don't think we can keep up with this lunatic. We've been hit! Repeat, we've been hit!
Be advised, suspect entering Underwood Gardens. Hang in there! Backup is coming soon!
This creep is gonna be locked up soon! I'm not losing this fight! No way! All of us and one driver? What's happening here?
Lost that suspect in Palemore.
Dispatch, I am in pursuit of that 2440. How have we moved them? Somebody tell me how!
This is dispatch. We lost that suspect in Palemore.
I see him. Let's go take this punk down.
We're on the team patrol.
Can someone tell me how we lost that 2440? Let's make this racer regret messing with the LTD. We've got very little fight left in us, dispatch. Let's find this punk. Suspect is in my sight. Let's work together to take him out.
Keep chasing that suspect! Reinforcements on the way!
This chase is getting wild. Stay on him.
Helicopter is going to chase, dispatch.
You ready to call it a day here, Control? Control here. I'm gonna take this street punk down. Damn, this dumbass can't drive for shit. Captain's not gonna be happy we let this one slip away.
This is dispatch.
Suspect in my eye line. Work together to take this one out. I think we're on our way out here, people.
Suspect is one city driver.
Someone's gonna get an earful from Cap for that screw-up.
Suspect just pulled a Houdini at University Central.
Search every corner and find this punk.
Pursuit of the 2440 is back home. All units be advised. I see him. The pursuit is back home.
Air support on the scene.
I think we're going to have to bail soon.
We're on you like flies on shit. Chase for that 2440 is back on.
Suspect just wrecked us. Damn, I'm pissed. All units, we have a visual on the perp entering Lake Virgil.
I think we're on our way out here, people.
I lost that suspect again, Chief. Sorry. Circling for another kill.
Pursuit is back on, dispatch.
Good morning and welcome to the channel. We're not getting video. Ah. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, that would make a difference. Good morning. you guys are having a good start to the day. Good morning. Okay, cool. I will after this game. By the way, we've got the stream up on Facebook now too. So what's your favourite Need for Speed? I've got to do that permissions thing. Let's go to guest instead for the moment. There we go, at least I can hear you that way. The permission, I must have messed up.
That's alright.
Cool. How are you this morning?
Yeah, not too bad. Just hitting the road.
Cool.
So, if you hear meowing in the background, it's only the 5 little beasts.
Yes. Fair enough.
Hey, Bubbers. You know, this is your private channel, isn't it? So this is the one that you have to invite me into.
So this is stream lobby at the moment, because I just realised that the other one...
The other one's your private one for when you're doing solo work, and we're lurking in the background.
2440 right in front of you.
Yeah. But also, I've still got to set up the permissions for... I thought I'd set them for the channel I wanted to go into, but still got to fix that, so... bit by bit.
That's alright. That's alright.
Let's see if we can find a race.
We're going to see how many fucktards are out on the road this morning, and there seems to be a lot.
True.
It's like 6:30 in the morning, and every cunt is fucking zipping past me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they should have been at work yesterday. It's typical, though. Everyone like, we just had a long weekend, so yesterday was a public holiday. So now, of course, everybody is hooning like an absolute fucking retard to get to work, tradies included.
Oh, sometimes tradies are the worst. Sorry if you're a tradie.
It's just fucking nightmare. It's just a nightmare. I mean, if I really think about it, where my vet is to where home is, it should only take me like an hour 15 at the most. But because of bullshit traffic that I have, it can take me an hour and a half easy. So, if I can get over there early, fucking great. Love the idea. But, there's always some dipshit out here that likes to crash and
They definitely
cause
just
some fucking mayhemic traffic, which is bullshit, so. Am I coming through clear enough to you? Because I'm only coming through on the phone speaker. I don't have a flash car with one of those Bluetooth thingies for it.
No, you're sounding alright. A little bit different to what I'm used to, because obviously the mic's different, but
Yeah.
I can still hear you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. One day when I'm rich and famous, I'll get a nice flash car.
Yeah.
One of them ones that's got one of them flash fucking phone things in it,
Well, often,
and
you
then
can,
I won't have to worry about it.
often you can just put a Bluetooth radio in it, and that would sort a lot of things.
Yeah, but if I do that, I lose my fucking lighter holder. It's got a stick stacker in it,
Yeah, yeah,
and then it's got another CD player in the radio part,
yeah.
and then there's like a gap at the top where I can stick like coins or cigarette lighters and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually try to get there every year and stick whenever I get breathoed, which is not very often, which is a bummer. I keep the breatho stick, and they go, "Why?" And I said, "I want to know how many times I get pulled over a year." I only had 2 last year.
Yeah.
So if I put one of those flash radios in this, I lose a CD hole and I lose that slot. So, and then you got to have something that fits nice in with the wood grain look. So it's a bit hard. It was just a black outside, that'd be okay. But I've got a Mitsubishi Pajero, and it's the Exceed model, so it's got the wood grain finish around everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
True.
I don't want to lose my wood grain.
You know what's ironic right now is I'm playing Need for Speed.
You are playing Need for Speed?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So even though I'm not on the road with you, I'm kind of driving.
You're kind of driving with me. This is the thing.
Exactly.
This is the thing. You'll have to keep an eye on chat for me, because I can't see that right now, not till I...
I don't think we've got any chatters at the moment, but you're welcome to chat
That's
if you want,
all
guys.
right. We can chat, though.
Oh, definitely.
So that's about the only thing I can't see right now, but yeah. So no, maybe one day. I mean, like when I bought this car, I wasn't out looking for a car at the time. It was a matter that the mechanics that worked on my Mitsubishi Triton that I had, and I had her for like 20 years. Fucking beautiful car, worked like a dream, did everything I wanted it to do, never a problem. And I took it in for service, and then some fuckknuckle decided they'd give it to the trainee. Well, the trainee decided that he was going to change the Welsh plugs. I said, what for? There was nothing fucking wrong with them. And they gave me some bullshit excuse. Oh, after so many thousands of Ks, you've got to change them. I went, that is fucking frog shit. So I've had a 1969 Ford XW that had a fucking 221 original block and engine in it,
Nice.
but never had a Welsh plug changed on it in its life.
Is that
but this
different
prick's
to
in the
spark
wrong
plugs?
side.
Because I'm not sure what a Welsh
Right?
plug is. Is that different to a
Well,
spark plug?
also, on the side of your engine, there's these little circles that look like indents. But that's what's called, it's an actual hole that goes through to the block. So if there was, for instance, something wrong with one particular piston, you could actually see through the Welsh plug whether it was a cooling issue, whether it was a hole issue, type of things like that. But yeah, it's basically a sealant for where the water goes around the outside of the block, around the pistons and things before it gets to the oil.
Yeah.
And yeah, this fuckknuckle goes, oh, I'll change them. So he changed them on his own accord, and he put the wrong size in. Now, when you put the wrong size Welsh plug in, and you've got a heated block, it has a tendency to crack them. So he cracked my block.
Yeah.
And needless to say, you can't, you can weld a cast iron block. You can do it. It's very, very, very expensive. They tried to blame me. They tried to say it was something I'd done. And I said, how? There was nothing fucking wrong with it when I bought it in. It just needed a service. Oil change, that's it. So, needless to say, the ute had to go bye-byes. And I went down to a car dealership and I went, I need a new car.
Yeah.
And they tried to flog me off everything they could possibly think. Oh, no, I don't like it. I saw this thing sitting there and I said, oh, I like that. He said, oh, it's just come in. Oh, I'll take it for a drive. So I took it for a drive around the block. It's only a 6-cylinder petrol. Goes like shower shit, but it's still 6-cylinder petrol, 7-seater. So I can put all the seats down, which is good. I could fit 15 cats in it.
So what is it? Is it a car or a station wagon?
It's a wagon, so it's a Mitsubishi Pajero Exceed. If you look them up, it's the it's 2002. Like the newer models are like fucking disgusting prices, but I'd get a newer one. But yeah, it's got 7 seats, so it's got your normal, driver, passenger, 3-seat back seat, but then it's got the extra 2 seats that are in the floor in the boot.
Yeah.
So I can pop them up if I want to.
Oh, yeah.
So but it does what I need it to do. So I said to the guy, how much? And he goes, oh, $7,000. I went, yeah, that'll do. So bought it there and then. She's been a bloody good car ever since. So I've only had one thing happen where a belt jumped off it not long ago and we found out why and we fixed that problem. Apart from that, she's been perfect. And what have I got now? It's 341,000 on it.
Nice.
Still going like a dream. The newer models of these, you're looking at anywhere between 85 and 120,000. When this model itself came out, it was around 65,000. So it's she's been doing pretty good. Something that's fairly original and
Nice.
the only non-original part on this is it has air horns.
Oh, yeah. What are those?
Air horns?
Oh, ear horns. I thought you said airborne. Yep. I'm like, what's an airborne?
Air horns. Ones that where if you go past Grandma, frightens the fucking shit out of it because it sounds like a goddamn train. So, we don't use them very often, but when we do, it's always fun.
Is that the one that's the ones I used to hear all the time? The or something.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not. It's those sort of horns, but it's not the song.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the song is illegal, but my air horns are legal. So yeah, it does the whole.
So as long as you don't put the song on, yeah.
Yeah, it literally sounds like a train. So you know what a train sounds like when it's doing the whole beep, beep, going through?
Yeah.
With its air horns? Yep, that's it. So 3-tone, yells and squeals.
Ooh, shoes.
Here, babies. No, she's got all straight panels. I'm growing moss on it, which is good. It likes the moss.
You say moss? As an M-O-S-S?
Moss. Yep, M-O-S-S. Yep, I've got 2 types of moss. I've got a nice fluffy little green moss that grows in beside the windows. And then I've got a flat moss that grows on the roof.
True.
I've taken it through the car wash maybe, hush babies, 4 or 5 times in its life, and I figure, well, if the moss doesn't come off, the shit deserves to grow there, so I just let it.
You're growing things in your car too.
I am growing things on my car, yeah.
I heard that. The meal?
Yeah.
Crap, I'm having
Usually
a bad
when I'm driving, I've usually got like Ramstein or something blaring, and for some unknown reason, heavy metal calms kittens.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, my babies are all heavy metal fans, strangely enough.
Bizarre.
It's really weird. It's if I put something really soft on or nothing, they all have a bit of a whinge.
Yeah.
They go to sleep eventually, but they all have a little bit of a whinge. But yeah, if I've got like a bit of Disturbed or Ramstein or Slipknot or Korn or something like that on, oh yeah, they go to sleep straight away. They love it. Don't know why.
Maybe it's because it's distracting, like because it's so intense, or I don't know, something like that.
I don't know. I mean, it's not usually loud. But, I mean, even a bit of Avenged Sevenfold, they fucking love that shit too. I don't know why.
Well, what I
They
mean
might
is,
be just
it might keep them
certain
focused on
things
that versus on the external stuff, like the car moving, and because I know cats hate usually being in cars, or at least
these guys
my
are
ones
pretty
do.
good.
But then again, if your cats are going to the vet a lot more, maybe they're a little bit more used to it.
Well, normally I have the vet come to me, but this is something we can't do just on the kitchen table. Well, we probably could, but I don't think it'd be very ethical. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we have done that before, but it's not something we do on a regular basis. So, it's take the 5 down for a drive. They get their methadone shot. They get the knockout. We don't because it's so fast of a procedure. It's basically knock them out. So they're given just a paralysis, basically ketamine, like what I'm using on my foot, and one tiny little slit. Both balls come out. And then
remember, we're live.
We actually use surgical glue to stick them back together after that. There's no stitches involved. It's fantastic. So even the girls, we do a little side cut about 3 millimeters long, if that. And they do their desexing through their side, get internal stitches, and then the outside skin is just glued. So it's, absolutely fantastic. There's literally no horrible recovery like it used to be, where they had to have cones and all that sort of shit. Nowadays it's just so good. And then they've got 12 hours to 24 hours where they're whacked off their tree on methadone, so they got the pain relief there. But you wouldn't know it. By tomorrow these things are going to be running around the house like nothing's ever happened to them.
Oh yeah, they recover pretty quickly from what I remember.
Yeah, really, really, really quick now. It used to be a pretty big procedure where, they take like, some vets still do a midline incision for girls, which I think's a bit much nowadays. And then they had to wear the cone and they had to be confined and all this sort of stuff. These guys will come home, they'll pass out on the floor. I'll keep a pretty close eye on them for the next 12 hours. But by 2 a.m. in the morning, these things are going to be racing around like there was nothing happened to them.
And they're juvenile, so they'll recover even more quickly.
Yeah, I mean, even some of the adults that I've done over the years, retired girls, they've bounced back like no tomorrow as well. So it's really good. The fact that the whole cone thing doesn't have to get done, and you have to rest them in a crate, and it's just so much better for the animal. So yeah,
less stresses on them and that kind of thing.
Big time. So yeah, they recover so much better. But yep, they'll all be, apart from 3, they'll all be gone by this weekend.
True.
And then I've got Monday morning. I've got dropped them off at the airport at 5:15 for a flight over to Perth for the other 3. So
Nice.
that's another big morning for the babies.
Can I see how many viewers we got on Twitch? That's weird.
So you going to sleep now, Bubbies?
I don't know why the music's not coming up, although it's a good thing because I don't want to get copyright, but it's something I didn't really think about before. Because apparently game music can be copyrighted as well, which makes sense. But it's not coming up at all.
I can't hear it on this end, so but
Oh,
they're
maybe
saying that I haven't the tablet up. I might be able to when I jump out of the car and put kick up.
maybe I already muted it or something.
Yeah, if you've got a Spotify that you usually like a Spotify channel, just whack one of those on.
Yeah, I don't want to risk the copyright.
So I think if it's mostly just music, you're okay. When there's vocals,
I'm
so
not keen to risk it at the moment until I get a
I was thinking of you this morning though. Don't take this the wrong way.
yeah.
I was watching one of those dudes doing the Pokemon, ripping the Pokemon cards open on fucking TikTok.
Yep.
It's like, holy shit, that crap, you can look at it and it just sucks you in. I was there for about 3 hours watching that crap. I've had like half an hour's sleep.
True.
And it's like, this particular dude, he's got a potato for his head. So all you can see is the eyes and mouth move on this potato on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's something Katana could do. He could find a little frickin' Katana dude and use that as his fucking face.
Well, I've got the anonymous thing, but
No, that's what I mean. That's all he's got. All you can see is just eyes and a mouth, and it talks. So it's like, there you go. You could be an anonymous Katana. He's a potato. You could be a Katana.
had a funny thought. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get a mask that's just a sword, like a katana sword. That would be funny though.
Well, you could do a little ninja then.
Yeah, possibly.
It's hilarious. I was thinking about it, so oh my god, I should so show you that. Yes, Bobby, I know.
Well, I'm trying to think of
Now,
what that guy
hopefully I won't
was.
lose you when I go through the toll, but I'm in other channels, so yeah, if I do. But
I can't remember what the name of the guy was that we were watching yesterday. That had like the
Grim.
oh crap,
Yep.
the Ripper like costume.
Yeah, Grimm's grouse, isn't he?
Yeah, that was different. Pretty cool though at the same time.
That's how he keeps himself anonymous. You know, there's a few people that do. Whether it be a mask or whether it be a Furby or a an overlay, like if you ever look at Facebook, the Real Indian Dad, Trid, he does he's on Sheena Mulway, it's her husband. He's a high profile lawyer in America. But
Okay.
for them to have him on
fuck.
camera, he's got a bobblehead type of cartoon face that hides his head. You'll see his body, but you won't see his face.
Yeah.
So there's always that option as well.
Well, I
And
think
then
I'm,
people will have to pay you lots and lots and lots of money in subs and donations for you to show your face.
well, that's one thing I was thinking of.
Yeah, why not?
Well, maybe not all, not thought of all that, but yeah, possibly.
Yeah, put a fucking Ninja Turtle head on yourself. That'd look hilarious.
Yeah, but we have to look into that, figure it out. I mean,
It's
now
gonna
that,
look cool.
now that I'm picking up the camera today, that will definitely give us options.
That'll be excellent.
Oh, actually,
Try it out, see what it looks like. At least hopefully it's, I mean, it's still 27 fucking degrees at like, 6 o'clock in the morning over here.
true. Yeah, it has been
Kinda
pretty
hope
warm,
it's
eh?
not going to be that warm of a day.
I know I'm in a different part of the world, but it's still pretty warm.
Yeah. Well, we've had 40s for the last 3 days.
True.
So I'd kind of like at least one day where it's maybe 30, just to cool the house down a bit. So, I mean, I love the heat, don't get me wrong, but my kids are a bit perturbed by it.
Yep, definitely.
So, and Lily being pregnant, she's grumpy, so she's been coming and whinging at me when she wants extra food, and that's fine, but she whinges when it's too hot too, and I'm like, well, fucking go lay on the tiles, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, my cat's actually been going to the bathroom quite a lot. Like, not to go to the toilet, but to actually
Laying
sit on the towels and stuff like that. Or, like, my other cat was like... No, actually, it was her as well, but also him been sort of finding more, like, cool spots.
Yeah.
Because of the, it being... I guess it's technically not summer now, but it's still in that very hot time of the year.
I mean, I gave the boys outside cooling mats. Now, look, they're okay. They do use them. But they're not... It's not air conditioned, you know?
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to have some money to be able to go and get... They're like a wooden kennel, but you can insulate them. So that they're extra cool. And then in winter, nice and warm. That's something I've got to look at.
So like a high-tech kennel, basically. Kind of.
Yeah, look, they're not that expensive. They're about 120 bucks or something.
Yeah.
Ollie's okay. His whole back kennel is insulated, so he's okay. It's just the other 3 boys. They've got a plastic house inside their enclosure. You know, it's fully open front, but the sides and roof and back are enclosed. So yeah, it can be a bit warm for them. It's off the ground, so they're not getting the ground heat. But, you know, in saying that, I'd like to make it a bit better for them.
Oh, the other guy turned the wrong way. I'm just commenting on the game. Sorry, what was that?
No, you're right. You're having fun. I'm picturing you hooning around in a Maserati right now.
I forget if it's a Bluebird or not, but it's I don't know. I don't think it actually is a Bluebird.
It's a Bluebird.
It's a Nissan Z prototype, which is kind of the same, really, I think. But it's pretty nice.
Were the Ducks nuts back in the day?
Sorry?
When they first came out, everyone wanted a Nissan Bluebird. They were like, oh, you got to get this. It's the best car ever. Fucking Jap made. Awesome. I can't even say I've seen one in, shit, I don't know how many years now.
You mean the very, very old one? I think it's the 80s. Is that the one you're talking about? Because they were in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got like the sort of pointy nose.
Yeah.
With
you
the
know what I
round
want you to
lights.
drive? I want you to drive like I think it was an old Cortina. You know the fucking square things that the Russians have that they like to crash in?
Maybe. Is it
If you ever look up the Russian car compilations where they have the dash cam crashes. They're like a real square looking Cortina, I think they are.
I know what you mean. It's like a Russian.
I'll be in a massive crash with a truck, and they'll fly out the windscreen. There's nothing wrong with the car, but it's fucking hilarious. Go drive that around the racetrack.
I don't know if they have that in this, but I know what you mean. I think.
Yeah.
Like a Russian-built, like USSR vehicle.
Yeah. They're literally. It's literally like if you think of a kid's drawing of what a car would be, how they got that flat front, flat bonnet, and then they're straight up for the windscreen roof, and then real square looking things, you know. Well, this fuckhead needs to be shot. I got a learner plate driver on a motorbike in front of me.
Ah, yeah.
He's sitting behind traffic, but he's doing the whole, sliding in and out, in and out while he's riding. I'm like, dude, you're a learner.
I hate it when they get right on your bumper. That's the thing that bugs me the most, or when they just get ridiculously
Well,
close.
that's what he's doing with this other car, and I'm thinking, mate, you're going to end up putting your foot down shortly, because they're going to hit their anchors and you're going to go up their arse.
Yep. That's why I don't like it. Like when I was
I've
Ubering.
been riding for, 20-odd, 30 years. And, my motorbike now, when I take it out, which has been a while because of my ankle, I am literally that far away from the car in front of me because I don't fucking trust them. A good distance, like what you've got in New Zealand, you've got to have that good braking distance or you get fined.
Yep.
And the amount of people that zip in front of me when I got my braking distance, even in the car, I like my braking distance. It's like we're not playing bloody bumper cars here. And we don't want to scare the kids with having to slam on anchors, do we, Bubbles? No. They look like they need some air. We'll give them some air.
Yeah, I find that it makes a huge difference if you've got that braking distance. But
Oh, hell yeah.
I also have gotten into the habit now of just sort of easing it in and out when, people sort of move in and out of your lane or whatever, because otherwise you end up putting yourself in more danger by, I think, braking, accelerating excessively to try and make those distances work.
I like my distances. Especially here in Melbourne, fucking pricks just get there and go, oh, look, there's a space the size of a sandwich. I can get in that. It's like, no, you can't get in that. They do.
Yep. But also in saying that, as being an ex-Uber driver, I would find sometimes people wouldn't let you in and you'd have to push in. Do you know what I mean? Like, which is, I don't just like shove myself in, I sort of start moving, getting my first wheel in, and then because of that,
There's no
you're showing
common
initiative.
courtesy anymore.
Sorry?
There's really no common courtesy anymore.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, it's not always like that. You get nice people too, but in some situations I find that just helps you get in when you have to get in, or like in Uber, you're not planning everything, things can be chaotic, so it helps to be able to move in those situations.
But I'm happy to let someone go in if they put their indicator on and you can see they're wanting to go across. It's when they put their indicator on and then zip in. If they use their indicator.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, mate, you've only just put it on. It doesn't mean you get the instant you can move across. It's like, I might not want to give you fucking access to my lane right now. Wait until I've gone past.
I actually had that happen to me, I think
So,
it would have been Friday. I had two very near misses because people were doing silly things, and is that the car you're talking about, by the way? Can you see it real quick?
I can't see it, darling. I haven't got it up.
Yeah, all good. But basically,
I'll have to have it up when I get over to Frankston.
Yeah,
I'm about to go through the tunnel, so if I do drop out,
that's cool.
I'll pop back in because I don't know. Sometimes I have internet under here, sometimes I don't.
Yeah. But basically, this person put the indicator on as I was going past and moved within half a second or something of indicating. So I was in their blind spot, unfortunately, as they're going across. But just moves across. I start honking because I'm going to get hit and brake in time. But it doesn't even try not to go into the lane, just pulls into the lane. And I go past them with my hands up going, what the heck? When I passed them.
I know the ones.
And I didn't see any reaction of I'm sorry or whatever, but not that people really apologise these days, but it's just ridiculous. He was so close to hitting me. If I hadn't reacted, we would have been sitting on the side of the road figuring out the paperwork for him fixing my car,
Yeah, no, they're out there.
And just, I hate it how people just don't want to say they're sorry as well. Like, you know, it's good to say sorry.
I'm still old school farmer. I still like to acknowledge.
Mm.
You go, thanks for letting me in, or, you know, acknowledge, yep, I can see you, you can go.
Mm.
I think you actually learn, you get more brains when you've ridden a motorbike for as long as I have.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're put in a position where you have to think about it, makes a difference.
I actually think it makes you a better car driver.
Hmm.
You'll be more aware. So, yes, babies, we're going through the tunnel.
I think a lot of people just don't think when they drive full stop,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No. No, that'd be too easy thinking.
Mm. But as somebody that's driven a lot for work, you know, it also makes a difference just doing those things in the sense of what you get back.
Yeah.
I find, like, you know, if I'm considerate to somebody else, often somebody else will let me in somewhere, you know, or something along
Yeah.
that lines.
See, you got really good laws in New Zealand though, where, you know, if you run out of fuel on the motorway,
Hmm.
you get fined. If you crash up the arse end of somebody on the motorway,
Arsehole just
you get
pushed me
another
into the wall.
fine. Because it's like, you know, you didn't leave that braking distance. Even if you are just driving along too close, they'll do you for it, which is fantastic.
That really good. Just
So,
made me lose a place
hell
by
of a
being
lot
a dick.
less crashes on your motorways.
Yeah, I think they should make a law though that basically if you don't have your lights on at night that you should get fined heavily, because I see so many people at night driving without lights on, especially like when it's like a black vehicle. It's just crazy, and I think it's because people have these light up dashboards and stuff like that, or they have the day running lights, so they think they've got their proper lights on, but they don't.
Yeah. I think they should be black banning people that have got those 2,000 watt billion candle ones that blind you and it's only a low beam.
Mm. I also think they shouldn't give people a license if they got international licenses from some countries, because some of them are just bought licenses, or they don't actually have to actually do any like driving testing or something, so they end up being
I actually,
a really bad
I worked
driver.
for Vic Road for a period of time as a licensed tester, and the amount of internationals that I failed to get their Australian license was phenomenal. Now, when you fail them on an international license to get an Australian license, that means they lose their international license. How many of them do you reckon still drove away with their international license intact and used it?
All of them?
Every single one of them. So there's a new law coming into Australia now that if you're on an international license and you're staying in Australia, you have 3 months to convert your license, or you cannot drive on Australian roads.
That's a good thing.
So if you're coming over as a student, for instance, like 99.9% of them do, after a 3 month period, if you haven't swapped your license over, you're technically an unlicensed driver. You get a massive fine for it, and you have to sit your license. If you don't, they're actually talking about deportation.
Well, I think it's a good thing if it keeps the road safe. It's not about what country a person's from or whether their rules are great or not. It's just about keeping your own country safe.
Yeah, well, there was another massive crash yesterday. A drunk 30 2-year-old international driver. Took out half a dozen cars in a street in a box truck.
Really? That's nuts.
Yep.
Even with the box truck, you'd have to be at some speed, I think, to actually make that happen, wouldn't you?
He was flying.
That's
He was
nuts,
flying.
man.
Lucky it was like 2:30 in the morning. He didn't hurt anyone, but
Yeah,
I can pretty much guarantee 99.9% of the trucks I'm going past right now are driven by a foreign national.
I mean, if you did do that with like people in cars, it would really, really, really easily kill them because it's got so much weight. I mean, it depends on
You want me to
obviously
tell
the
you
weight of
how
it, but
scary it is
crap.
over here.
Got the wrong car. Oh well.
This is how scary it is over here with drivers. You can come from overseas with an international driver's license that gives you the right to drive a multi-combination truck. And you can be of the age of 18 to 21. As long as you've held that international driver's license that says you have multi-combination license in the country you came from, you go onto a full Australian non-restricted multi-combination heavy truck license.
So that can be like
No
multiple
plate,
trailers,
no
eh?
nothing.
or the truck and the tractors and the another trailer, right? At least
Yep.
minimum.
Yep, you can go onto a full license. You don't have to sit a test, you don't have to sit an exam, you don't have to do a driver's test in a truck to prove that you can get your license with a truck license. You can get it straight away automatically. That's how fucked up our laws are. They need to stop that.
Ah, crap. Yeah, no, that is messed up.
Did you crash?
Yeah, just for a second. Because it puts you back on the road real quick. This guy just pushed me, which helped me get some more speed. Thanks, buddy. I'll take that.
Little Bronx is sitting here staring at me. He'd say, "What the hell's going on, Nana?"
Oh, yeah. How old are they now? They're like, was it 12, 14 weeks or something you said, I think?
They'll be 13 weeks old.
Nice.
Yeah. So, this is their last little bit of excitement before they go to their new homes. So, I'm pretty stoked.
Yep, yep. So I'm glad I
Pretty
managed to
stoked.
dodge that pole just then.
Don't worry, I've got a scan you sitting up my ass right now, hoping that he can go around to me. And I'm like, dude, it's only 100.
Yeah, some cars don't have any respect for speed limits, that's for sure. Which is ironic
No,
because
this
I'm playing
is
Need for Speed.
This is a semi-truck.
Oh, semi.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
He was sitting so far up my ass I could see his eyeballs in my back window.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Actually, one thing I thought about doing for a little bit is actually, driving a truck because, Uber's okay pay, but it's not amazing.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll get this going instead.
Get this going. You never know, you might be able to do some real life Need for Speed.
I wouldn't actually mind doing that.
Oh, you can. There's a racetrack down South Islands.
Well, there's also Hampton and there was another one, but I think they closed that now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think of the name.
A couple of them.
But there's also like this 2K racing series as well, where you basically have to buy a car for a 2K, although I'm not sure if that's still a limit. And then
If you're going to do that being 6'4", I want to see you do it in a Mini Cooper. Or a little laser. Now that'd even be a pisser.
yeah, as long as I can fit in it, and I've got enough room to actually
Just take the
hit
front seat
pedals.
out, sit in the back. Do like
Possibly.
Hightower did, just rip the front seats out and sit in the back.
I actually thought of if I did do it, maybe like getting the same version of car that I had as my first car, which is a Mazda Familia 323 hatchback, because it may not be the fastest, but those are pretty cool cars. With it, and it was a manual as well, so it was. I just really enjoyed it.
Little
And
tire spinner.
if it was like tuned right, I really enjoyed it. You know. Yeah. Hello, boys. Just waiting for another race to start up. Might start doing some burnouts. Okay.
Oh.
Bring up my Lambo. But yeah, I was a thought anyway, because I don't know if I'd enjoy it, but it's one of those things where it's similar to what I was doing. In some ways, except a lot heavier. It's a lot heavier.
Yeah.
And you've got to have a big braking distance.
So, I used to drive trucks over in WA. It was good. Money was good and everything, but you don't have like a family or anything like that, because it's just too hard. You sort of really got to be single for that sort of life. Well, that was my theory anyway. It was too hard. So
Yeah, there's people that do
I
it.
was happy
I totally get what you're saying.
doing it. I loved doing it. I thought it was fucking brilliant, but then I got a boyfriend and he wanted me home, so I had to go out the shearing sheds and on the farms, and I miss my farms dearly, but I also enjoyed just getting in a truck and driving for fucking 3 or 4 days and disappearing, you know?
Right up on the guy in first, almost.
Yeah.
Oh. Scratch that. Made a bad turn. Man, these things are so fast. They're just so fast, sometimes it's hard to control them. The really top end ones.
And that's where you need the steering wheel and it's going to put the pedals.
Yep. Plus also it's about the braking too.
All these faces are asleep again now.
That's good. But yeah, this thing's really built for speed, like super fast.
Yeah.
Well, it also got a Pagani Haran. I think is how you say it.
Okay.
I can't remember if I completed it yet though. But yeah, it's another really cool car.
I'll have to figure a way I can split screen my phone.
I think you can do it on some phones.
I can. It's just, yeah, whether I can watch, stream as well. But we'll figure it when I stop.
Also depends what phone I think too, but you can do it.
Yeah. You know, it also shits me when someone's merging and they slow the fuck down instead of speed up.
Oh yeah.
Speed up to 100, so when you merge, you're going the same fucking speed as everybody else, dickhead.
Especially if it's on the motorway.
Yeah. And then this fuckhead goes, oh, I'll just jump in front of you there. It's like, good on you. Because, you know, there was nothing behind me, but you get that. Oh, it's daylight.
I got in the lead. Oop. Shivers.
Oh, hey, man. It's like, really, dude? Really? Could you go any fucking slower?
No. I say, I always hate it when a car just comes out of nowhere where you can't see it coming.
Yep. Kind of hope when I go get this procedure done next week that they give me a bit of a sleep while I'm there. I don't mind the idea of having a bit of a nap while they're doing it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, it's gonna fucking hurt. I'm sick and tired of it hurting now. See what mad cab driver I get that day. That'll be
Shit.
fun.
I think it's quite important what supercharger or a turbo you've got in this, because you can get stuff that helps you get off the line quick and stuff that helps you maintain speed, high speed.
I'm going to go on cruise control for half hour, I think.
Oh, good. Oh, what the heck? The guy in front of me was like lagging really big.
Oh no.
So I ended up banging into him, but then he suddenly jumped a mile, like ages forward. But it ended up like stopping me for a second. Definitely didn't help. I'm right up on the leader now.
You're going to win one, are you?
I'm hoping so. Just the start of the race though. Anything can happen between now and then.
Anything can happen, that's true. You can have a bunny rabbit jump out in front of you and fucking puddle your car.
Oh. Just got
Bunny
guided
rabbit got you?
just got guided into a you know those massive like rubbish tin looking things that are full of water. They're in the US.
Bullshit, you hit a squirrel, didn't you?
Ah, fuck.
Cracks me up. They resurfaced a whole heap of spots here on Eastleigh. It's all finished. Traffic's flowing. Fucking beautiful. They've been working on the Western Freeway and Westgate Bridge for the last 6 years, and they're still working on it.
Yeah, true.
So whoever fixed the roads over here needs to go and fix the roads over there. 'Cause every night there's fucking road closed. They're closing this off for that. They're closing it off for that. It's like fucking hell. They haven't even finished the bloody second tunnel yet, the useless pricks.
Yep.
It's like, all this time when we had COVID, there was nothing going on, everything was shut down. Fucking tradies could still work, but oh no, you couldn't fix roads and you couldn't fucking do this or do that. Holy crap, if they had have done road works over those 2 years where no one was on the road, it would be fucking perfect now. I just opened my window. I don't know if that made any difference to your sound. I hope not.
It's all good. What's the time? I actually think I might have a quick break and grab some breakfast. Just have a look. Yeah, I'm going to take a break and have some breakfast, guys. So I might catch you later on.
Take a break, are you?
I haven't decided what time I'll be back on next, but I will put it up on Facebook and Instagram if you can see that in my profile on Kick or anything Twitch. Or yeah, so check that out, and I'll let you know when next going to be on. But I will be back on later today. Okay, and might also see if we can raid somebody else in the meantime too.
Who have you got to raid to?
Anybody on at the moment?
Yeah.
The guys I know are on at the moment. So we'll just catch you later, guys. Bye for now.